Well, happy Thursday, everybody. Check it out. The Plaza Cam showing off all that sunshine. We did have some sprinkles come through, kind of surprising. Saw them on my pickup truck windshield earlier today. We had a little front come through and just looked like it'd be too dry to wring anything out, but we ended up getting a few sprinkles or even a few light showers, mainly south of KC. All that's done, and rest of the day is just beautiful. I mean, it's a beautiful evening out there. It's been a really pretty day, too. So looking ahead, though, we are kicking off a wetter stretch of weather. It begins on Friday, lasts into our Memorial Day weekend. It's also unusually cool. So we got some stuff going on, and it's on a weekend where there's a lot of stuff going on. So you want to time out. That's my goal here, is to show you what we see right now. When is it most likely to be wet? This is not a washout. You're going to see, like, we are first warning, which means, hey, these are days to pay attention. If you got plans outside, weather at times could disrupt your plans. So focus on that. But it's not going to be all day. None of this is all day stuff. We will have dry hours between the showers. So let's show you what we've got. All right. So we'll kick it off with this. This is just a setup. I kind of want you to see kind of the background of meteorology and why we're talking about rain. It's this low pressure system that's coming in off the Rockies to our northwest. And what it will do is it's a slow, dawdling system that will fling arms of rain our way from time to time. So there's one on Friday, Saturday, and then into Sunday as this kind of scoops up moisture and flings it around that area of low pressure. So when is it most likely to be rainy? Well, on Friday, this is going to be mainly after 3 p.m. and into the evening. There's a window there where it's not going to be everywhere, but we're going to have scattered storms, at least in the region. And if you have plans outside in that window, know that rain might be something that you deal with. Then on Saturday, a big chunk of Saturday is looking good still. The early morning hours could have a little bit of rain, then a big break through much of the day where rain chances are not zero, but they're rather low. Then the main thing comes in Saturday night, and it's probably late at night. This thing has slowed down a little bit, which means that it's spilled over into Sunday. So Saturday's rain chances have actually pulled down a little bit, and Sundays have gone up. Sunday morning into lunchtime, looking pretty rainy. But put it all together, not a weekend washout. Lots of dry hours in there too. Memorial Day itself, rain is still possible. We still have this thing in the area, but it does look generally light and spotty and not too disruptive to plans outside. But the temperatures here are interesting, 63. Normally we're near 80 degrees. We've got pools opening up. We're thinking summertime, all that kind of stuff. But this could be our coolest Memorial Day in almost 3 decades, since 1997, where that is the record coolest Memorial Day, by the way, at 62. We're going to be right there. It's going to be close. It'll be the coolest Memorial Day in recent memory. We did have a cool one in 2021 too, but it was in the 60s, not the low 60s. Here's first warn future radar. So we'll show you what we see. This is, one of the computer forecasts that we look at as we make our forecast. And here's Friday, and there's a little bit of rain around in the morning, but it's not much. You got more likely odds of not seeing rain than getting it. But then watch this. All right, so there's your Friday afternoon. About 4 o'clock, shows a cluster of thunderstorms coming in, and these will kind of be in the area into the evening. So it won't rain that whole time. It won't be constant. It won't be everywhere, but it's in the area. And a couple of them could be on the strong side. Now, Kansas City doesn't have a severe risk, but we do have a low severe risk south and west, a level 1 or a level 2, where a storm or two could make some 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts or some hail up to about an inch, inch and a quarter. Okay, so that's Friday. Now we're into Saturday. Here's the morning, and I have consistently seen signals where Saturday morning early starts with some scattered rain. But generally, much of the day looks all right. I mean, it just doesn't look like it'll be overly wet at this point during much of the daylight hours on Saturday. You might see a little rain, but I wouldn't cancel my plans for that, not at this point anyway. And I mentioned that this system has slowed down, so watch. It's not until we get close to midnight Saturday night that we now see the more widespread main event rain moving in. And this would be the widespread, the heavy stuff that comes in. Now, some of these Saturday night have a shot at maybe getting a severe warning, but it won't be much. It's a level 1 out of 5 where we might get a little hail or a gusty wind in a spot or two. So we're not too worried about it. But, if you're camping Saturday night or you've got something outside, just know that it's going to be rain. It's going to be heavy at times. So the worst part of it, or the most widespread rain activity, and the heaviest of it's likely late Saturday night into Sunday morning. Now, this is 7 a.m. on Sunday. It looks widespread. It looks fairly heavy. That looks pretty messy to me. And I see this consistently across a number of our computer forecasts where Sunday, the first half of the day, looks like this. So there's 10 o'clock in the morning. We're still caught up in it. But Sunday also breaks out into some dry time. The afternoon looks pretty good. So it slides on out. You put it all together and still looking at a fair amount of rain. This is the rain total through Sunday, and it's near an inch for Kansas City. That's down from previous forecasts. But still notable. It was 1 to 2 inches. I don't think we're going to get 2 inches now, unless we get under a couple thunderstorms. It's possible. But generally, about an inch around KC, lighter to the north of about a half inch, 2 to 4 inches to our south. And that's where we have a flood watch, too. Let me show you that. So this flood watch is in effect Friday evening through Monday evening. And it's just a couple counties that we've got down here. Lynn County in Kansas, and then Bates and Henry County in Missouri, and Benton County as well, where we could see some localized flooding in some of those spots. So heads up if you're down there. All right. Otherwise, there's another look at our live cam, and so nice. That's downtown. Just love it. Temperatures right now, we've been in the upper 60s. Let's see where it checks in. There we go. 68, 70, a little cooler to our north, 63, Cameron, places like that. Now this evening, it's very comfortable, but temperatures will slide back to the 50s by about 10, and then by tomorrow morning, you're down to the mid-40s, 46, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. This is how Friday shakes out. So 7 a.m., you're at about 50. Maybe a little shower in there, but again, chances are pretty low, just spotty, 64, then 70. Now we're going red. Red just means pay attention. Doesn't mean it's going to be super dangerous, but rain's likely to play a factor in there as we get 3 o'clock and after. So here's the 7-day. We got a lot of things going on here, so let me show you. Friday, we've got the Savannah Bananas. First pitch, 7 p.m., or they say the start of the show. Scattered rain and a few thunderstorms around through the game, okay? I don't think it's not going to cancel the game, but there may be some brief delays on Friday. And then Saturday, Savannah Bananas are back. This one looks a little bit better. Again, I don't think it's until late that we really get into the rain in any widespread sense on Saturday. So, yeah, there's a little shot for a shower or two, but it doesn't look too bad. And then Sunday, we've got Celebration at the Station, and that kicks off at 5. And, again, the morning on Sunday looks to be the wettest part, so the late part of the day right now looks pretty good. So I think we're going to be okay. Then Memorial Day, the big thing is the temperatures. Here, let me get you the full 7-day. And 68 on Tuesday. We finally dry back out. We get some sunshine back. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we're back into the 70s. But, you know, none of these days are near our normal high. We're all cooler than normal, and our humidity stays nice and low. If you are not ready for summertime, pretty good forecast. I mean, this is mild and comfortable. We know what's coming. It's going to get hot and relentless and humid here pretty soon. So we're fighting that off. But with the pools opening up, I don't think there's going to be a lot of people bouncing in just yet. Let's see if we got any questions here on Facebook. No questions yet. So that's what I've got for you. Hey, I'm going to have updates at 10 o'clock. Within range now of a lot of our high-resolution, super good computer forecasts, they will update and inform us more on the rain timing, the rain coverage as we go into your weekend. So if you're interested in those updates, join us at 10. I'll bring them to you there. Otherwise, have a wonderful evening. I hope that this was helpful as you try to make your plans for your Memorial Day weekend, and enjoy. Take care.